Hill, just the lady I needed to see.
I was afraid of that. What do you want with me now, Edward?
Well, I just wanted to offer my congratulations.
Well, I wasn't aware that I had any coming.
Well, you're too modest. You know, you did a splendid job of driving a wedge in between Donnelly and Monica. They never knew what hit them.
So why do I feel so much like a failure then?
Oh, you're just suffering pangs of conscience or some such nonsense. Forget about it. You know, love is temporary at best. Money is forever.
Well, you incurable romantic, you. Look, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Jimmy Lee. This is my last performance for the Quartermain Clan, and if you want anybody else to do any of your dirty business, you're going to have to find somebody else to do it.
Look, don't get on your high horse with me, young lady. You're not above a bit of wallowing in it yourself when it suits your purpose.
My personal life was not part of our agreement.
It was precisely our agreement. Now listen, for your own good, don't even think of telling Donnelly the truth. You'll just lose him and my money. And you're going to drive him right back into Monica's arms.
Why didn't we close up early today?
Whatever for, Simon?
Because I can think of a lot better ways to spend this afternoon than this.
Oh, yes? And what might they be?
Why don't we just take off by ourselves and see where it leads us? Is that a yes?
That's it. We've got a store to run, and we can't just slip away like love-struck teenagers every time we get the urge. Although I'd love to.
Well, I guess we'll just have to make the best of it here. Hope no customers come in.
I thought I heard you whistling. You must be having one hell of a day.
Yeah, it's about to become the best ever. Anna and I are going to pick out a new engagement ring today.
You're pretty sure, aren't you?
Well, the ring Angus sent me is all the faith I need.
What does that prove?
Well, it's his promise to me that the organization I will part company in 6 very short weeks.
That may not happen, Duke, if Damon gets his way.
Why, what did you hear?
Nothing concrete, but he's up to something. My guess is he's plotting another move against you.
Well, let Damon do his worst. I've got Angus on my side. Now, with a fellow Scotsman protecting me and one who is so high up in the organization, well, I have nothing to lose.
There's nothing for sure in our outfit, Duke.
Oh, you relax, Angel. Do you think I'd be so sure of my future and go out and buy a ring if I was worried?
Make yourself at home, why don't you? So you don't need an invitation.
Someone has to do your job for you.
My job isn't chasing after perfectly respectable citizens.
You're trying to refer to as what I'm doing as a vendetta. You're wrong. If, on the other hand, you're talking about your boyfriend, well, that line's getting a little tired.
Why don't you just fabricate some evidence and get it all done with? It's the only way you're going to ever get anything on him, you know.
Look, I didn't put the noose around Lavery's neck. I didn't even have to bring along the rope.
But you're enjoying tightening it.
I've got something here.
What?
Something you should have discovered weeks ago.
Like how to get you out of my hair, maybe?
No, another wrinkle in Lavery's story. And if you'd been doing your job the way you're supposed to have been, you'd have discovered about his suspicious past, too. Now, it may just come back to haunt the both of you.
So what have you got on Lavery, then?
Clue to the missing moment in his life.
Is that it?
Isn't that enough?
I already know about the missing month. We've discussed it. I told you that.
You've discussed it? Let me guess what happened. You mentioned it in passing. He gave you a peck on the cheek. He said, "Oh, don't you worry."
Don't patronize me.
Then don't tell me how much you've investigated Lavery's background. Either you're a rotten detective or blinded by love. I'm not sure which. All I know is you'd never messed up this bad in the past. Not even when you were...
Not even what? Not even when we were in love? Well, maybe this involvement is slightly more powerful.
Want to see what I've got?
Lorleen, what is that?
I don't know. It's something to do with the missing month. As you can see, there are 23 spots called Lorleen, some in the United States, some in France, some Canada.
So?
So I want to find out what happened there and why Lavery won't talk about it.
Robert, look. It's one thing to follow up on legitimate suspicions, but it's a total another thing to fabricate a case against someone.
You know me better than that.
I also know Duke. And I care too much about him to let you carry on with this rubbish.
Look, I'm... Rubbish? Rubbish, is it? And why did you break off the engagement?
That's a mistake, and I'm going to rectify it.
Are you suggesting?
I'm going to get engaged to him again, yes, today. And you don't have any say in my future.
Look, I'm just trying to make you see a little bit of light, a little bit of reason.
Oh, I am so sick and tired of your accusations. I intend to get engaged to Duke today. And if you can't live with that, then I suggest you take your problems elsewhere, as far as you can get from my office and my computer.
Now, we're reduced to producing credentials around one another.
Oh, I know all about your credentials.
Good, then you know I'm ex-WSB and I have access to police files both here and in other countries. Are we denying me my right?
All right, use the computer as much as you want to. But it's not going to tell you anything I don't already know, and that is that Duke Lavery is innocent.
Well, simple. Angus wants 6 weeks of peace.
In exchange for what?
My freedom.
Well, that's a fair trade.
Well, he's given me his word that if I cooperate with Damon, then there won't be any more trouble. Come in.
Good. You're both here. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak.
Well, I would love to stay and have a chat, Damon, but I have another appointment, which is a very important one.
Oh, well, I'll just take a moment of your time, Duke. I have a message for you from our mutual employers. Now that Tuffy is gone, it seems the union, the dockworkers union, needs a new treasurer.
And you've been appointed to the job, Damon. Well, congratulations. Finally, the organization has found the right man for the job.
Well, I agree with you, and that man is Angel.
Well, I'm sorry, but Angel respectfully declines.
Well, I'm sorry, but he has no choice.
Well, the treasurer is liable for the phony bookkeeping if it comes to light.
Then we'll simply have to make sure that nobody ever discovers the juggle bookkeeping, won't we?
And if somebody does, then Angel takes the fall. Is that it?
Precisely. You can, consider this one more safeguard to keep you in line, Duke. If you so much as threaten to blow the lid off this organization, Angel will be the first to go.
Well, Angel's not your problem. I am. You want to fight, then you come after me.
What do you think we're doing?
Angel is not going down for anyone else's mistakes. Do you understand that?
Would you rather Anna and Robin pay?
Okay, man. Listen, I'm tired of being threatened by you. You want to come after me, then you come after me now.
Wait a minute. I accept. I accept.
What do you mean you accept?
Look, the way things are, I don't want to turn down the job. You know what I mean? I'm due to take the heat.
No, Angel, you're not going to do this.
You know, you're a smart man, Angel. Or a very generous one. Either way, you just saved your friend from making a big mistake. Now, the first part of your job is going to be to really find out what's going on down around the docks. I want you to find out about all the wheeling and dealing that goes on down there and get very close to it.
Yes. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Would it matter if you were?
Probably not, given the importance of my visit.
I hear about your proposition.
Have you thought it over?
Some.
And
I don't like the setup, Edward.
what's not to like? I'm offering to free you of any fraud charges in exchange for your returning the Quartermain fortune. You know, you're lucky to get such a deal.
What do you mean I'm looking to get such a deal? How do I know that you're able to deliver?
Trust me. Well, I suppose that is a bit much to ask under the circumstances. All right, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm in possession of the ultimate piece of evidence that will prove your innocence in this matter beyond a shadow of a doubt, should I decide to make it known.
What is it?
I'm not about to divulge the nature of that information. I'll play the trump card if and only if you cooperate with me and give me my way.
Oh, that's good. So you just expect me to sit back and put myself in your hands, is that it?
You could do a hell of a lot worse. You know, think about it. But don't think too long. Your preliminary hearing is coming up very shortly, so you don't have much time to waste. I want your answer, Donnelly, and I want it fast. Well,
Edward.
Tiffany Hill. What a delightful surprise.
Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, just talking a little shop with our old friend Donnelly. You know, Tiffany Hill is one of the best businesswomen I've ever known. She can smell a hot deal a mile away. Isn't that right, Tiffany?
Oh, well, I learned it all from watching you, Edward.
Well, I'm always happy to pass along a good tip. You both do well to profit from my latest one. Goodbye.
May I come in?
No, of course you can come in. I'm glad you're here because I think I need your help.
What's the problem?
It looks like I may be going back to jail.